Welcome to the Gearbox Podcast with Jimmy Purdy. We're bringing together industry leaders and those in the daily grind. Whether you're a tech looking to level up or a shop owner navigating the business, or just here for some real talk about the automotive world, we're finding the common ground in entrepreneurship and picking up some valuable tips along the way. So buckle up, let's shift into gear. Before we get started, I want to let you know the Gearbox Podcast is powered by the Repair Shops of Tomorrow. It's our exclusive coaching partner. If you're looking to boost profitability, grow your arrow, and streamline operations, our SOT has the tools and expertise to get you there. Shift your shop into the future with the Repair Shops of Tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a minute since it's amazing how fast the time goes by, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it's been a little over a year now.
You've been you're in a totally different place than when we talked last time.
Yeah,
That's
just getting
wild.
started last time.
So, I guess the catch up from last time, from what I remember, you were in what we could call a disagreement, and you were parting ways.
Yeah.
And since then, how is that whole kind of shaken out? Are you still kind of in the middle of that, or are you completely moved on?
No, yeah. So I completely moved on. Started my own business, started my own thing, as everybody knows, and that whole mess that I was trying to leave behind. I wanted to part ways, on good terms, friendship, but that blew up into a big nightmare, lawsuits, and it just was not good at all. So I just pretty much cut ties with all communication from him, the other shop, everything, and I'm just on cruise control right now and focus on my current business.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Looking back, what do you have you had time to reflect and decompress over that, and kind of like picked up any pointers that you could give to anybody in that kind of situation?
Yeah, there's a lot of different pointers. But as far as like reflect, yeah, over the course of the year, there's a lot of, I want to say heartache. Uh, Try to reflect on it and that sort of thing, or try to let it go. And it's the past. It's hard to get over. But I'm starting to get over it now, really. And it's taken a 1 year of, not resentment, I would say.
Oh, okay, I see.
But it's just hard because you think you're friends with somebody for 20 years and been in business for 16 years, for it to come to a complete stop is pretty hard for millions of different reasons.
Right.
But yeah, I look past it now.
That's good. And then moving on and moving up, what's some of the things that you've immediately kind of started doing for yourself in the business that's really helped it grow?
Um, Gosh, pretty much do everything that I've wanted to do in the past with handling parts, handling bills, and try to keep track of everything. It's totally different the way my ex partner had been doing it, such as like there's that book out there called Profit First, right? And so I implemented that right away. And so many people said to read the book, listen to the Audible, and follow it. It's like the Dave Ramsey, where you have different envelopes. You get paid each week, put money for different allocations and different envelopes, so you don't get lost track with different funding. So
Mhm.
that's helping me a lot each week. That way, I know where my bills are at, how to pay my rent, how to pay myself, how to pay parts, savings, and things like that. And it's just I implemented that right away. So that's just one little thing.
Yeah, that's important to manage your finances, right? I like
Yeah.
the adage of like finding out exactly what your overhead is, and then basically taking the bank account and taking it all out and putting it into a savings, right? So you have no money in the checking, and then knowing at the end of each week where you should be, so that by the end of the month you can then make sure you can pull your profit out, make sure you have enough to cover your overhead. That was a big one for me. I really like that, because instead of just putting everything in their bank account and like, okay, at the end I'll take out what I need and this, that, and the other, it's like, just no, build it every week, so that way like week 3, if you're short, it's like it's time to like start making shit happen, right? Because
Right.
that's how quick the losses come, right? It's like in that
Right.
last week, you can either make or break it. So it's pretty interesting to watch the bank account kind of climb, and then knowing like, okay, all right, we're on track. keep it going, or like, hey, we're falling short. Like, what do we need to do like right now to make sure that the overhead's covered?
Yeah, 100%. And people don't realize how much work it takes to run a business and how much overhead that there is to to sustain our business or any business really. And I told that to my ex partner several times over the years. We need to open up multiple bank accounts. We need to do it like this. And I showed him the book. I read it, and tried to get him to read it. And he said, "It doesn't make sense. No, one bank account. That's it. No." Um, but it's I'm doing pretty well, you know. I'm happy. Let's say that I'm happy.
That's good. What's the plan, or what's your vision like moving forward? Are you planning on bringing in techs and advisors, or
um,
what's your vision?
I don't know. I'm always casting out my vision because I got to figure out the future. I'm still young, but a lot of people tell me that I should hire people because of how much work I have, how busy I am. But I have no desire to hire anybody. I've been down that road over the course of the last 15 years over at my other shop. We calculated we hired maybe close to 80 to 85 different people in a
Wow.
15-year span. Um, so I know the ins and outs of how human nature works and how human employees work and all the excuses in the book. I've heard them all, and I just that alone, managing people is one of my weaknesses. It's not a strong thing for me, and it's a full time job to hire somebody, manage them, make sure they do a correct job, and it's created a lot of trust issues for me to trust people of the employee world. You
That's
know,
fair. Yeah.
so I'm happy doing everything by myself right now.
Yeah. Whatever works. It's like
Yeah,
everyone says there's a mold you're supposed to like follow, or I mean, if you're profitable, you're profitable. I mean, that's the bottom line.
right, absolutely,
But you're right. I mean, it is a full-time job. I think that's what everyone misses.
right.
Like as a technician, you want to run the shop, and then yeah, hey, I got some extra work, I'll hire somebody else, and you just immediately think that their mindset's going to be like yours, and it's
Mm-mm,
not. And so now
mm-mm.
you can only do half the work you were doing before with someone's doing half the work that you were doing before. So it's like, well, why when I can just do all of that myself? Like, it's got to be something everyone thinks about all the time. You know what I mean? Unless
It
that's the
is.
path.
It is. It is absolutely. I even told I was joking with my wife last night. Per se, I just bought this really cool sandblaster. Started using it this week, and I love it. And I'm going to town. I'm sandblasting everything because we live in the Rust Belt. Everything is rusty. It's hard to take off nuts and bolts, and they're junk, right? So I'm sandblasting everything. I'm having a good old time here this week, right? And so I told my wife last night, hey, I'm thinking about hiring somebody just to sandblast everything, keep the shop clean. And she's like, well, won't that take you away from your happiness? I'm thinking, that's what you love to do the most. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Whoop, we'll just toss that idea in the trash can.
Yeah, like
So,
sweeping them off in the floors.
yeah. So,
I'd rather just do that.
yep. So I married a good woman who's got my back. So,
That's good. That's cool.
but I can't stop smiling every day. I should have done this a long time ago, but I didn't have all my ducks in a row. So shoot, dude, life is hard and busy. But let me tell you, dude, it's good. It's
That's
good
good.
doing this. I'm happy doing this.
That's
Yep.
good to hear. It's
Yeah.
it's one of those things. I think a lot of everyone gets stuck in those ruts. What pulled you out of it though? What was your final? What was the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say?
For what broke the camel's back for
Just
me?
just just to finally cut the ties and just move forward. Because, like you
Yeah.
said, you should have done it earlier, right? And you wanted, and now looking back, hindsight's 2020. Like, but what was holding you before that? What was something someone can use for motivation if they're stuck in a situation like this?
The motivation was a lawsuit that we had between a former employee and between me and my partner. To where I asked him to clean up his bay. He got really upset with me, didn't want to clean it up because he thought he just works on cars and not to clean up. We got into a big fight argument. He quit. And then there's a lawsuit over that as well for different health insurance issues and stuff that my ex partner created. Once I got that in the mail, and he wasn't there that week, my partner, when he got back, I told him, if our employee wins this, I'm done. I'm totally done. I've been saying it for many years. You aren't listening to me. I will quit. I will walk out. And that whole lawsuit took about 2 years. Yeah, it took about 2 years. My partner didn't do anything about it. The ex-employee and the courts pulled nearly $15,000 out of our bank account, and that was the last straw. And my partner just breaks things off of cars, doesn't care to replace them, lug nuts, let cars go out with 4 lugs instead of 5 on a Honda. And I blew up on him the night before Thanksgiving. I blew up and I threw the computer, broken things in the shop. I went ballistic. I've never gotten so mad in my life that night. It was the night before Thanksgiving, 23, and my heart was racing, and I'm done. I quit and found this shop 1 mile down the street, pulled all my strings together and got a loan, and opened up shop 2 months, about 2 months later. Yeah.
Wild.
There's a lot more to it because I could,
Oh, I'm sure.
but that's the gist of it. That's
Right,
the gist.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember, I think that was where our last conversation left off was about that time.
Yep.
So,
Correct. Yep. And here
and
I
you
am,
pulled just full steam ahead and made it happen. It's awesome.
full steam ahead. Didn't look back, and but it was hard emotionally, physically, mentally. It was hard all across the board.
Now here's an odd question: is there anything that you can say that was not for the better, as far as needing help? Like, have you noticed nothing? Like everything kind of fell away, or was there a few aspects that you're like, okay, there was a few things looking back that I was being helped with by having somebody else involved in it?
As far as like a business partner,
Yeah, exactly.
um, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it was great. I mean, I definitely do not um, take it for granted, or I definitely do not. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not resent, but like, I definitely don't regret. There we go, regret. I don't regret having a partner for those 15 years. I mean, it was hard every single day of the 15 years. I don't regret it because there were definitely times where I joined our local chamber, and I would go to meetings and get-togethers and stuff like that during the day where my partner would be there. But that part was good because I can leave and he's there. Customers are picking up their cars or dropping off. But that would be hard too because when I would get back, there would be keys up front. People dropped off their cars, and I'm like, "Well, where do these car keys go to?" Oh, well, it goes to that Honda. I'm like, okay, well, who dropped it off? Oh, did you take down their name? Like, no, I thought maybe you did. Oh, no, I don't have their name or number. So, and it was just frustrating all the time because I'd have to figure out who it belongs to, look in their glove box, look for the name and number, and it was constant 15 years of bickering like that daily. So I'm glad I joined the chamber and did all those get-togethers because I met a lot of great people in our city. So I don't regret having a business partner, but it wasn't
But
proper.
yeah, it doesn't sound like in the day-to-day tasks and operations like there was much help. So it sounds like if anything's made your life easier just to do it on your own.
Oh yeah, 1,000%,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. I think it's one of the fear tactics that, like, in a partnership, I think I've heard and I've talked to a lot of people about, like, oh, well, then I have to do like what they're doing, but nobody knows what the other person's doing because no one knows how to write a business plan and procedures down, and like you're gonna be, so it's the what if, it's
Right.
like the old adage of like back in high school, you didn't want to, your girlfriend wouldn't leave you because all her CDs are in your car. It's like, well, you can reburn all those CDs, like, yeah, but they're already there, so I'll just stay with it. It's like, that that abusive relationship, right?
No, absolutely. And that's what I was. I was the abusive wife in that relationship. 100%. That's what other people were telling me, you know?
It's hard to look. I mean, it's hard at the time probably to look at it that way, but I'm sure you can reflect back on it, and that's what it seems like now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I was like a prisoner at my own shop, really.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yep.
Well, I mean, so moving forward now, I mean, it sounds like you're getting pretty creative with your marketing tactics too. Is there any big swings that you've made or things that you've started doing? I love the Chamber of Commerce events. I love
Yeah.
the marketing. I mean, I've always said like go join a jujitsu Zoom, jujitsu gym if you need new clients because they got enough money to pay you $150 a month, so they got money. And then for two, you get pretty damn intimate with them when you're rolling around on a mat. So that's worked pretty good for me. But anything you picked up in the last couple of years?
Yeah. No. I know for a while there, I was doing a lot of CrossFit, exercising,
Oh
running.
yeah, same gym, yeah,
Yep.
same kind
Same
of style.
thing. Different concept, and that worked out great too. Still is. I'm still serving a lot of their friends, clients, and stuff. Um, but that's pretty much about it, really.
Yeah, just get out there networking. I mean, that's what's huge. That's the big one. And you're basically you do Toyota, Honda. You stick with the Asian cars.
I do, yeah, but I service a lot of American cars, a lot of Hyundais, Fords, Chevys, GMCs. Um, all my previous clients from my shop, 95% of them had followed me over to my new shop. So all of those cars, like your Hyundais and stuff, I'm not going to just tell them go somewhere else and that sort of thing. I'll keep servicing them because I know those cars very well. I know how to fix them, and it's what I love.
Yeah,
So.
it's hard to say no to revenue.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it is. Unless it's an older generation rusted out Ford F-150, those I completely say no to. So
So
I have my limits of what I'll do.
you're definitely drawing the line in the sand when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's okay. I'm allowed to,
That's
right?
true. Yeah, you can do whatever you want now.
Yeah,
You ever have that epiphany during the day to day now, like the last couple of years, where you're like, we think twice about it, and you're like, wait a second, because you're still kind of like back there, and that like, oh, I better not step on anybody's toes. You still get that come up every once in a while.
I do. Yeah, sometimes. Absolutely.
I
Yep.
call it like PTSD.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, dude. It's weird how that works. I even have PTSD sometimes from spending my own money that I earn, because when I spend money over there buying a tool that's $100, I'll get my butt chewed out. And now I get scared sometimes spending my own money on tools that I need.
I guess it's not a bad habit to have, but at the same time, it's a little awkward.
It is. It is. He doesn't want to spend money. He never wanted to spend money on nothing. So,
Investment. It's not spending money; they're all investments. It's
oh,
just how you want to look at it.
well, absolutely. Yep.
So running things on your own. You're doing the advising. You're doing the repairs, the bookkeeping. Have you hired anything outsourced?
Outsourcing bookkeeping, yes. I
Okay,
don't like to keep track of my not so much spending, but I don't like to keep track of the categories of where all my spending is going towards taxes, things like that.
that seems to be a going trend.
Yep. So I have a real good bookkeeper that I've known for X amount of years from the Chamber of Commerce, actually. Been great friends with her and her team. And so I hired them right away from day one before I even opened my doors last year. This is my expectations. This is what I need you to do. This is what I need help with. Let's do it and keep things categorized. So, yes.
That's awesome. What's the business model? 300% rule? Are you doing the
Um,
rack attack? What's your
no, I believe in the rack attack. I love the rack attack feature and what that is. 300% rule. I firmly believe in it. Am I doing it? No. Should I? Yes. It's
what's
hard to.
what's the roadblock? Just because you're on doing everything yourself?
I'm doing everything myself. I'm doing 20 cars a week. Um, you know, what I'm doing is I look at it, I'll look at the car. I'm not taking pictures of anything. Everybody already 100% trusts me in everything that I'm doing because I've built up that reputation in our city over the years. So everybody trusts me and stuff. And it just takes a lot of time to take pictures, send out a digital inspection, and things like that. So if you see something, say something, and people get their cars fixed up. You know.
Yeah, I guess that eliminates layers when you can just be the liaison just directly. I just always be worried because my mind likes to forget things. So it'd be like
Right.
middle of the night and you wake up and you're like, oh, I totally forgot about that coolant leak I was going to tell that lady with that Honda.
Right, right. Yeah. That's happened sometimes where I'll quickly go to my computer. I got like 5 computers in the shop. So I have 5 access points. If I forget something, I can quickly just run over.
Hey, sorry to cut in, but I got to let you know about our exclusive coaching partner of the Gearbox podcast, Repair Shops of Tomorrow. If you're ready to take your shop to the next level with proven strategies for profitability, ARO growth, and operational efficiency, visit repairshopsoftomorrow.com and start shifting your business into high gear.
Here and type something up real quick, like
Yeah,
a memo per se.
right. But you're not terribly worried about retention too then. So, I mean, because you got enough coming in where you're not, you know, needing to get that, because obviously the biggest pull with the 300% rule is to get that work lined up for later,
Right.
right? So you can get the deferred service and can come back. And do you work on any of that stuff when it comes to CRM, or you just kind of let organic stuff come in as it comes in?
Just organic stuff. I mean, I got a great CRM with Autoflow, but I don't really send out people reminders, or I don't really say, hey, 10% off if you get XYZ done from what we looked at, 6 months ago. I don't do any of that. But I make up my estimates and I get stuff done now. And then I let people know, hey, these are the other things that are coming up that need to be done in the next 6 months. When you're ready, give me a call. And mostly people do, and then we just schedule it in and get it done.
Man, that's just, I envy that so much. You have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. So, I mean, I
It
got
just sounds so much simpler.
Yeah. So it works for me, but I'm still here.
Yeah, we were just working on spreadsheets today to put together, sales goals and goals for everyone in the shop and the advisors, and we were just doing callbacks, and so then we're going to focus on doing 5 callbacks a day, and it's just like more layers, right, to it, because there's so many bodies here now. And so I look at that situation like, man, I really envy that, just
Yeah.
you're just like, hey, this is what you need to do. Give me a call when you're ready. It's like, oh, that is so awesome.
Yeah.
It's such an
Absolutely.
awesome place to be. Nothing wrong with it though, It's like everyone's like, oh, if you don't hit this milestone or this milestone, like you were talking earlier, like then you're failing, right? Like
Right.
you don't own anything unless you do these steps. But it's like it's anybody's version of success is that they want it to be.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, everybody's success is defined completely different from one another, you
Yeah.
know? So, yeah. So I just wait for people to call me back, or maybe they sold the car or got into an accident, or maybe they might be price shopping. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
So,
What do you on that subject? What do you do with price shoppers? Is that something you even spend any time and effort on? I'm sure you've seen the Facebook posts, and everyone wants to know the different ways of handling that situation, right?
yeah, I do get them from time to time. I even got one in today, this morning, a price shopper. Um, I stick to my guns on not giving out prices over the phone. You can't give a price over the phone. It's unprofessional. It's not the right thing to do. You never met the person. You've never even seen the car. And nowadays, these cars have so many different variables in them. You know, no, I got to look at it. I would like to meet you in person, see who you are. Hey, what's your name? That sort of thing. Get the VIN number, plate number. I want to diagnose it. I can't tell you the amount of time people tell me, hey, I need a wheel bearing. And it's just the front driver's side one. They bring it in and it's the back 2 wheel bearings. Well, the back 2 wheel bearings are installed completely different than your front ones. So if I give you a price estimate of around 625, but really you need the back 2 and it's going to be $1,200. And it never fails in the past whenever I give out a price estimate, like the price shoppers. Well, what's your ballpark? Well, ballpark could be anywhere between 500 and 2200 for XYZ component. 2200? No way. And they hang up the phone every time. So, no, we're not going to do this.
That's fair. They always attach to the highest every single
They
time,
do.
or they if they come in, they attach to the lowest.
Right.
So if you get them in, they're like, "But you said it was going to be $500."
I didn't look at it yet.
I said 500 to 22, and you just gravitated to what's made sense in your mind.
Right, exactly. So no, let's look at it and do. We're not doing the industry any justice by just shooting out numbers over the phone without even looking at the car. You got to look at it. I'm a visual person also, so
That brings up a good point too. Is you have the technical aptitude to help over the phone, and I think that's a big problem when it comes to those situations. I
yep.
mean, how do you keep your ego out of the way, or like how do you adjust that? Because they obviously, oh, you're the owner and you're the technician, so can't you just help me real quick? Or they walk in, hey, can you just come out in the parking lot and take a look at it for me real quick? You have any ways of like negating that, or do you just kind of like go through with the process to make them happy?
I go through the process not so much to make them happy, but I go through the process because that's truly the right thing to do. But with ego, it's you got to educate the customer. In my opinion, that's what I like to do. Is I like to educate the customer and tell them what and help them fix their vehicle. I mean, I'm educating a customer this morning on a '05. The guy called me up, '05 Honda Pilot. Hey, how much is it for a timing chain? I'm like, wait a minute, what motor do you have in it? Oh, I got the V6 3.5 in it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that doesn't have a timing chain. It's got a timing belt. And so I'm walking him through the process. He's like, oh, really? Well, this auto shop says it's got a timing chain and the fuel pump's back because it's not starting up. I'm like, well, the fuel pump isn't bad in there because I've never had a Honda fuel pump go bad ever. So I'm educating him on all of these variables, and his tone got lower, and he had a better understanding as to what's going on with his car. And I'm trying to get him to bring it in so I can look at it and see what's going on to help him make the best possibility. Should you fix it? Should you get rid of it? And that sort of thing. So that's what I do and set ego to the side, really. I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah. I guess the direction I was going was helping, or they call with a code, right? And they're like, hey, what do you think it is? Or if they pull up in the parking lot and they want you to come out and go take a quick ride with them around the block to listen to a noise real quick. In
Okay.
those types of scenarios,
Okay.
do you appease them and go jump in the car with them, or do you like
Yeah.
how do you redirect that?
Yeah, most time if it's just a noise, yeah, I'll jump in the car, give them my thoughts. Hey, it could be this, it could be that. Let's set you up for an appointment so I can properly lift it up and take a look at it. Or if it's a check engine light, I can't look at it right now. Um, but let's set you up for an appointment. And then that I go with the process. I'm sorry. Yeah, go with the process. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That
Yep.
makes sense. It's just one of the tough things, and it's one of the growing pains that I went through myself is trying to figure out how to navigate that,
Yeah.
and sometimes when we're busy, I try to avoid even walking out in the parking lot because I know someone's gonna try to grab me and hey, take a look at this real quick, right? And it's like, ugh, and it's so hard to like, how do you manage that, right? And I feel like it's easy to have those layers of like advisors that, oh well, I need to talk to the boss about it, but it's tough when you're the one in the office, and it's like you don't have that scapegoat, so you need to come up with a good way of like you said, educating the customer, but also holding your ground and saying, no, I'm actually have other things I need to be doing right now.
Right.
And I pay people here to like take care of that stuff. So it's a very hard stepping stone. And yeah, I remember, and I still do to this day, calling, looking for me. They won't talk to anybody but me.
Mhm.
And so what do they call it? This is you got to wean them off the nipple.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely.
It's
So.
a difficult process to go through. So
Mhm.
it sounds
Mhm.
like you got a good adjustment and a good way of handling it.
Yep, and I'm still trying to, even though it's just me. I'm currently still making up business processes for every role in the shop in case I were to hire somebody in the future. But it's just something good to be doing as well.
Right, right. Always documenting everything you're doing.
Yep, and how to do it in what certain order.
Yeah. Do you have a particular sales goal that you're looking to try to reach here in the next couple of years, or what's your
Not
thought?
quite yet. No, I mean, just between 6 and 650 each year. Right now, just me solo is what I'm shooting for. What I need to just keep the doors open, keep the doors afloat, have a savings, and that sort of thing.
Right. Makes sense.
Yep. Yep.
Good to start visioning that stuff out.
Absolutely. Yeah. Based off of what I did last year. Yeah.
Well, cool, man. All
Yeah.
kinds of fun stuff going on. It's good to catch up with you, and
Man, it's
everything's doing good. I know I see you on on Facebook and all that, but it's always good to just have a conversation.
Yeah, it's much different, versus just a pass by. But yeah, I love having these chats, and
You've been traveling around doing a lot of technical training, and so you're still involved in all that stuff too. Any big events that you're planning on going to this year?
so two more. Tomorrow I'm going to North Carolina for the Fueling Connections 2-day class.
Oh, cool.
So I really wasn't planning on going to it because it was so close to Vision. I don't want to spend too much time away from the shop as it's just me. But once I started seeing who's going to be talking, like Dutch and Zeb and Lola, things like that, I'm thinking, I might want to go. And the price was only $150. The drive is only 7 hours. I'm thinking, I might go. It's only a day and a half class. So I plan on going to that. And then I'm going to talk to my wife about going to, in March, or no, in June, I plan on going to the Fly with Eagles course up in Michigan. It's a 3-day class with Elite Worldwide. Love the coaching program, so I'm going to go to that as well, and that's it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it
Well,
for the year.
if you end up going to SEMA or Apex, we could probably meet up there, but
Okay.
might be out of the cards, huh? No Las Vegas for you.
No. Nope. I went one time and for 2 days, and that's enough for me. Personally, it's too much.
A lifetime amount, huh?
Yes, that's right.
I feel like every year I go, it takes me longer to recover, and I'm like, oh my, it's already in, I think 20 days the tickets go on sale. I'm like, how is it in 20 days the tickets go on sale? I just left.
Yeah, I'll look at the pictures online and see everybody's crazy builds and all the fun times, but it's not for me personally.
Fair enough.
Yeah, too much.
Well, right on. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I'll let you get out of here. We've got some prior engagements, so hope you have a good drive out there. And
yep,
I appreciate you coming on and checking in.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And in case I didn't tell you, congratulations on your baby that you're going to be having.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So
she was due yesterday. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So she's obviously takes after her dad. So she's a day late and a dollar short.
Yeah. Is this your first one or?
Yeah. First daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
First one. Wow. And she was, man, it seems like just yesterday you made the announcement that you're going to be having a child. That's really, I'm proud of you. That's cool.
Isn't it wild?
It is. Wow.
I was like, yesterday came and went, and I'm like, wow, that was the due date. I remember thinking about it, that is so far away. And then all of a sudden it's like, now it's like, so how does this work? I just like wait, or
that's it. It's a waiting game. Your wife calls.
Am I in just a constant I'm in just constant anxiety of waiting for the rest of my life now?
Yep, you got it. You got it. So awesome, man. Well, hey, have a great night. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Gearboxers. You know I keep things running smooth, engines and beards alike. That's why I trust the Bearded Brotherhood for top quality all-natural beard care. From their best-selling Woodsman to my favorite, Thieves, they keep me looking sharp and smelling fresh. Check this out. Get 15% off every order with the code GEARBOX15 at thebeardedbrotherhood.co/Gearbox15. Your beard will thank you.